People out there, right now I'm in Rishi Rich's studio and I'm sitting with a multi-talented, multilingual Abbas Hasan. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you doing?
I'm good too. I'm enjoying the weather, but we're inside here right now. Beautiful AC in here and all my sweat's gone.
It's nice and cool. Rishi likes it to be nice and fresh.
That's it. Abbas, give us a little information about yourself. How did you come about singing? Where are you from? And give us who is Abbas Hasan?
Who is Abbas Hasan? Okay, I was born in Canada. I grew up in France, and now I'm in England. And I've been into music ever since I'm a kid. Music's been sort of my passion my whole life, and I'm here making music with the great Rishi Rich now.
Interesting. So you've said you were born in Canada.
Yeah.
Grew up in Paris.
Yeah.
How has that influenced you within your life? Like, because your style of music is completely different to what we've heard at UK so far. So how's that influenced you?
I think it's influenced me in a lot of different ways. I think, first and foremost, when you're making music, it's always a reflection of you, of, stories you want to tell, or of things that inspire you. And so it's inevitable that, having grown up in Paris and my influences living in Canada and that sort of thing, it always affects me. So, I like to expose people to something fresh, something new. I want to kind of expose people to different languages, different rhythms, different melodies. Just, it was time for a little bit of a shake-up, and I really wanted to awaken, the process here and see if I can inspire people with my music.
So, how would you describe your music style? Like, what type of style is it?
I think people are giving it lots of different names. I think it varies because, again, I like to keep reinventing my sound. So it's changing from electronica to electropop to, also bringing in some Middle Eastern and Latin flavors. So, we're going to keep audiences interested by mixing it up a bit. I like to reinvent things.
So your song at the moment, Sona,
Yeah.
has touched 12,000 hits online right now. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
What was the concept behind Sona, and how did you portray that in the video, I think?
The concept behind Sona was really the darker side of obsession. The whole story is about, what happens when obsession takes over you and how you feel when it consumes you. And, I wanted to tell that story visually through the video, because sometimes the way obsession works is, you're obsessed with one person or one being, and, sometimes you're obsessed with the idea of, making them as obsessed with you as you are with them. So visually, we liked the idea of working with, different girls. Like when you watch the video, you kind of don't understand, are they different girls? Is it different manifestations of the same girl? And just kind of the whole sort of vampire theme went with that, because it's almost about, you almost want to convert the other person or change them in some way. So that's where that idea sort of came from.
Something different in UK that we've seen here. Abbas, you've sang in French in the song too.
Yeah, I have.
What languages do you speak?
I speak English, French, Urdu, Hindi. That's about it, really. I can speak a teeny bit of Spanish, but I wouldn't show off about it.
So do you sing in all of those languages too?
I do, yeah. I mean, again, like I said, I like to bring in different influences. And, I think ultimately the beautiful thing about music is it's like, it's different from other art forms in the sense that you can listen to a song, from a different country or, somewhere totally different, and you can still have an emotional experience just on the basis of that music, because I think it's beyond language and beyond, cultural things. So, in the same way, that's why when I make music, I want to bring in lots of different things and, expose people to something new, because ultimately I think that's what people want.
Yeah, they say music is the emotion that bridges gaps between race and colour and everything.
Yeah.
So, coming back to the video and the track,
you
worked with Mumsy on this track.
I have, yeah.
How was it working with Mumsy?
It was a lot of fun, actually, and I think it was such a great idea to have Mumsy on the track, because it's great to put together different artists who have a very different style and distinct sound, and Mumsy's got this great sort of urban sound, and it was a lot of fun to work with him. He's a great guy, and musically I think it was interesting to put those two things together, so it's cool.
As we all know, you're part of the Rishi Rich Elite, as we already call it at Desi-Box.com. So how does it feel to be part of the Rishi Rich Camp?
Well, it's thrilling. It's really exhilarating. You know, obviously for any artist, it's first of all just so exciting to be able to share your work and your music with other people. But you know, well apart from that, just to be able to work with the pioneers in music, you know, Rishi Rich himself is, you know, a huge gift. And yeah, it's you know, I feel humbled, I feel excited, and just, you know, really looking forward to sharing my stuff with you guys, and you know, hope you enjoy it.
So did the other artists give you a little advice how to cope with the fame, and because you've blown up?
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny because I think, you know, I think fame or success should never sort of be a prison. I think it should be something, you know, we're making something beautiful, we're making music. And it's always about, for me, it's always about having fun and creating art, you know, creating something that moves people or inspires people. And, you know, all the other guys have been so amazing, you know, whether it's H or Mumsy or, you know, everyone from the team. Rishi Rich himself has been such a, you know, a great mentor, and you know, they give me advice musically, they give me advice in terms of how to deal with things, and I just love them for that, so I feel very grateful.
The main question right now,
Yeah.
how did you get in touch with Rishi Rich? Where did this collaboration come from?
You know, I actually kind of believe in destiny and fate and these type of things. I think, you know, sometimes energies attract one another. That's one way to put it. But, you know, as I said, I was working in music ever since I was a kid. You know, I did public broadcasts when I was in Paris. And as I grew older, you know, I was very inspired, and I wrote my own songs. And, you know, I thought I'd take it further and just make this my life. I knew this is what I had to do. And, you know, I ended up in London because I felt like this is the place where, you know, the Asian music scene is really, it's so dynamic, there's so much going on, it's really taking off. And so I started performing, I started recording more songs, and, you know, before I knew it, I'd heard, you know, people from the Rishi Rich team had heard about me, and, you know, they saw me perform, and, you know, I was in talks with several people, and finally one day I met Rishi Rich, and, you know, when we met, there was just, I really trust like my gut instinct, and there was something that just clicked in my mind, and you know, I think when that happens, you know this is the way to go, and you know, here we are, and we're working together now.
So you've obviously travelled a lot in your life, as we know. You were born in Canada,
Yeah.
brought up in Paris.
Yeah.
How did these different environments sort of help you as you grew up, and you know, make you feel different sides of music, the French music, Canadian, to UK? How did that all come about?
Well, I mean, I think it's, you know, I think I'm really interested in all kinds of music, and you know, one of the reasons I want to sing in French is because I am very moved by sort of French music, but moreover, you know, sort of North African music is very big in France because of, you know, the colonization and that sort of thing. So, you know, Middle Eastern sounds, Latin sounds, all these things have been a big part of me growing up and hearing sort of pan-European music. Even when I went in Canada, you know, music is, there's a lot of French influence there as well, because obviously the Quebec side listens to a lot of Francophone artists. So, so you know, for me it's about taking all these different things and ideas and weaving them into something new and creating something new and constantly innovating. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I think every artist has a sound, but I think you should always strive to grow and change, and you know, it should always continue to evolve as you evolve yourself.
So, when is the album coming? The main question right there. Talk
Well,
on the streets right now.
Talk on the streets. Well, you know, the plan right now is really, we're jamming in the studio with Rishi and V and the other guys, and you know, we're working on lots of new material, and we'll be sort of surprising you guys with singles here and there, and then ultimately the big album. So stay tuned on that
all
one.
hush hush, or is there any name for it? Or
It's all hush hush, man. We're not really revealing anything.
no, we
yet,
like it like that. Suddenly just out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. You know, before Sona came out, you know, we were keeping things under wraps, and it was all a big secret. And you know, again, you mentioned the hits on YouTube, and you know, it's just really, I'm really grateful to all you guys for watching and your comments, and yeah, just love you guys.
Is there any way they can follow you on
Yeah, you can to keep updated on, you know, I'll be doing like all the melas and stuff this summer, lots of gigs planned, so to stay tuned, you know, you can check out updates on my Facebook page, so it's www.facebook.com/Abbas Hasan official pages. That's one way. Or the other way is you can check on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Abbas_Hasan, and you can keep tuned that way.
Right, boss, it was a pleasure for interviewing you
Pleasure.
and meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too.
Thank you for having us here.
No worries. Thank you very much.
My love, I'm falling for